In this quick video guide, we're going to see how we can export from Autodesk Revit into Sketchup. Now, we can do this in a couple of different ways. The first is to export a view that we have, and the second is to export the 3D model. So let's do this real quick and easy. I'm going to open up the commercial sample here from Revit Lite, or you can open any of your project or a sample that you have at your disposal. So right here we have different views, and right here, and we also have 3D. Now if we export 3D, we can have a couple of extra options. So if we go to the export file, export, we can choose here different CAD formats. You also have STL, which is for printing, for 3D printing, but well, the DXF will be fine. You can also use DWG, but it's practically the same. Now, if it doesn't work with DXF, you can try with others, but usually this is the best and more compatible with all the other CAD software. So you also have the possibility to export in FBX, but in that case, you need to install an extension, or let's say a plugin, that you can find in the extension warehouse. You can type FBX and FBX and search, and here you will find a couple of plugins that will help you to import FBX files, but you don't need to do that. It's only if you are accustomed to use FBX. The standard and I think easier way is to export DXF. Now you can see here that you can choose what to export. So you can export the current view, sheet only, or the in-session view, or sheet set, and here, well, you have the possibility to select many views, but this is kind of confusing. So let's stick with one thing every time. So I will export here the 3D, standard 3D view, and say next. And now I need to choose a folder, which I already have in here. There you go. So I have exported already a couple of files. So this is Revit to Sketchup 3D is the one that I am exporting right now. So you can also choose different versions. You can choose earlier or later versions here. Now make sure that the later version here is not more recent than the SketchUp you are using. Okay, and then let's do this export again. I'm just gonna override that file, go to File, go to Import, and select the one that we did right here, Revit to Sketchup 3D DXF. Also here you can check the support types. You can see that you can import 3ds, you can import DWG, DXFs, you can also import EFC and STL, and these are images right here, so we don't need those. So I'm gonna select this file and say import, and it's gonna take not too much because geometries in both Revit and SketchUp are not so complex. Models are really simple. They don't have like curvy or organic complex shapes, so it's not gonna take long. You saw there, it was really fast. And this is the model right here, the same one that we are seeing here in Revit. Pretty fast, pretty simple. Now the other option is to export 2D. Now when you export 2D from Revit, you need to figure out what you want to export, otherwise it's going to export everything. So for example here, if I don't want to export these grid lines, I can right click and say hide in view category. This is going to hide those. And also I don't want here the legend, so I'm going to hide also this category here, and also this section line. So you need to work a little bit here to clean up the view that you want to export, otherwise you're going to find a lot of lines when you go in SketchUp or in AutoCAD, in whatever CAD application you are using. It's always a good practice to clean everything up, leave only the things that you need. So I'm gonna go to File again, Export. You can see now that FBX is grayed out. Why? Because FBX are 3D files. basically. So right now we are exporting vector graphics, so a CAD drawing, so we need DWG or DXF. Now just to change a little bit, I'm gonna use DWG and go to next and choose again a folder where I want to save it, and let's say that this is the plan view. Sorry, this is a plan first floor clean up for Sketchup, and say okay. Same thing about the versions here, just like in the DXF. And then let's go here to File, Import, and select this one here, which is the one that we just saved or exported, and say import. Now this is even faster because we are only importing lines, layers, blocks, and you can see everything that we are importing from this little panel here. Let's close it up, and there you go. You can see that this is now exactly the same except for the colors, but doesn't matter. Now here you can quickly edit this. Double click, you can go inside. This is a group. So if I like just draw here a simple line, well, let me see here if we can regenerate. There you go. So this is just an example. So you need to retrace here, and then you can work with surfaces and 3D in SketchUp. But I think that, in my opinion, I think that you can just import the 3D file because, well, it doesn't make much sense to recreate the 3D model from Revit since we already have it. We already have the 3D model, so maybe you can export 2D like this if you want to use SketchUp layout application, which is used to create sheets and layouts. So you can do that. But I think that for most of the cases, it's more interesting to import a 3D model, and then perhaps, well, this is much more lighter than Revit application usually. So SketchUp is gonna like simplify. If you need to do renderings or if you want to do a bit of animation, it's gonna be lighter. And I suggest you can try V-Ray for SketchUp, which has a lot of tools, and you can also create interactive views. But well, this is gonna be it for this video. But if you want, you can search for, in our channel, you will find videos and courses about AutoCAD, about Revit, about SketchUp, about V-Ray, and much more. So just go in the channel and search for these videos, or you can ask for assistance. You can write in the comments your questions. You can also write suggestions for other users. And also please subscribe to support the channel so that we can make more videos like this. And if you want to support us a little bit more, you can join as a supporter for the channel. And this is gonna be it for this video again. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next.